In 2022, Ounder Wealth Management merged with Accession Rural Wealth Management. Both businesses put clients at the centre of everything they do, but rather than just tell you about that, let's let some of our clients tell you.
The reason I use Ounder Wealth is it's simple. Richard Jones I trust implicitly. If I ask him a question, he answers me with language that I understand. I don't need anything more. If I've got a question, right, I don't feel that because I've got a small investment with him, that I'm a second-rate person. He basically gives me the information I want when I want it, and very clearly and concisely. I thoroughly recommend him to anybody who wants to invest money.
I found it a very relaxing experience. Most people that I've dealt with money are quite pushy and forceful, but I found it a very nice experience, almost like a friend giving you advice what to do.
We were attracted by Richard. We'd been dealing with Richard when he was working for the NFU, and we were impressed by the depth of interest that he took in our affairs. It is comparatively unusual in our experience with financial advisors to try and get beyond the obvious, and we always felt that Richard knew us as people rather than as clients. Richard has supervised our financial affairs over this period, and it's been reassuring, gratifying, and I have to say profitable.
We started off with Accession about 3 to 4 years ago. Emma, ably assisted by Vanessa, have looked after us. They both, coming from farming stock, realise what we're trying to achieve, which isn't always easy with farming, with succession or inheritance, and also retirement. So, no, they've looked after us perfectly. Can sort of second guess what we're trying to do. In my case, I mean, I've got retirement, so there's a pension involved, there's been succession with the son, which doesn't make it easy for planning. So she's sort of got the gist of what I'm hoping to achieve and has very ably put it into place. I think I've been treated exceedingly well, really, seeing as I tend to fall asleep and not pay too much attention. They've guided me on to where I should be and what I'm trying to achieve. Both Emma and Vanessa have sort of coached me along and got the idea of how to deal with an old farmer.
I've known Richard for quite a few years, and what I like is the fact that we get good advice as well as somebody that acts promptly on what we want to do. And to use the old adage, people do business with people they like, and this is exactly why we're dealing with Richard. For us, we need some direction in where we want to make our investments, and having the ability to sort of talk through what our longer-term plans and short-term plans are. From our perspective, dealing with somebody that's got an agricultural background makes all the difference. They understand the seasonality of what we're doing. Quite often they have to deal with the fact that we're not as prepared for investment discussions as we should be, and sometimes things are a bit last minute. That's probably more a reflection on me. But we have the ability to act quickly and also get some advice, really proactive advice, so that we can do something before we've completely run out of time. That's probably... No, I'd just say that it's well worth discussion with Richard and his team. We're very pleased with the way our investments have gone, and I couldn't really recommend Ounder Wealth Management too highly.
My experience of Accession is they were helpful, knowledgeable, non-pushy, and I've done very well dealing with Accession. Being a client, the way they've treated me is very good. They constantly sending me an email, giving me a ring. Having a session that know more about farming than other advisors is helpful, especially when my main business is outside of farming and they both overlap.
I've known Richard since he was involved in NFU. We had a bond, and you need, when you're dealing with somebody, you need to feel that you understand each other, you need to feel that you can trust each other. We had similar backgrounds, farming background, rugby, shooting, all the other things. And then when we start talking about business and what we actually want from him, it comes over very believable, and you need to trust that person, and we do. He's brilliant on advice. His knowledge of all aspects of life that you need in a business is immense. And if he hasn't got it at his fingertips, he certainly will come back to you with it. And for our family business, he's been a breath of fresh air. Personally, he's a really nice guy. And the conversations that we have, the information that he can bring to you that possibly doesn't even relate to what we started at the meeting with is marvellous. And we've gone on some leaps and bounds from there, really.
I've used Emma for the last 3 or 4 years and always got on really well with her. She explains things very simply and makes it very easy to understand what's going on. It's been really good to have Emma, who understands agriculture and the complex setup of businesses, just on a personal front to help us through with the finances that way. Emma's looked after me really well. I trust her implicitly. She even manages to explain the most complicated things to make them relatively straightforward for someone like me.
I can remember sometime way back, I took a bond out from another organisation, and when I got home from holiday I had a massive tax bill. I immediately rang Richard, and he spent over an hour talking to my accountant. Well, it's very good, because I always know if I have a problem, I can ring and speak to him directly. You know who you're talking to. I've known him for years now, and I just trust him. Oh, it's a great help, really, in as much as he knows our circumstances and he realises farmers are a bit different to the normal general public. And on top of that, every farmer's different in their own right as well. He does understand that we are all different, and then tailors the product to suit us.
Hi, yes, we've used Accession and Emma Wilcock for a while now, and as a lot of people know, farming businesses can be quite complex with inheritance, next generation, and they've been absolutely brilliant in negotiating us through that with the different generations coming into the business. And the transition through that, having an understanding of that is imperative, I think, for having an advisor that understands it totally. It's been, they've been absolutely fantastic. As I said, we've had a few issues that have come up, but their accessibility to both Emma and Richard has been absolutely first class. They've at the end of the phone, and yeah, we've had some fantastic advice.
Well, I've been using Richard as my financial advisor for over 10 years now. It was inherited from my parents, because my parents think he's wonderful and has always been really helpful and supportive, and I've found him really useful as well. He's helped me, guided me with options on how to invest my money and the best ways that are going to suit my lifestyle, which obviously changes as you go through life. And what I love about Richard is he's very personable, and he's always there. Even if I email him at 10 o'clock at night, I'm often getting a reply by 7 o'clock in the morning. That's probably not hours that he would like to promote, but it's nice to know that you're getting an instant response when you've got a query about something. The guys in the office are great. So they are friendly, professional, and really, really helpful. I mean, including Judith and all the other guys in the office. They're just there for me. So the 3 words, yeah: professional, approachable, and efficient.
Thank you very much to all of our clients for their very kind words. And thank you very much to Kelmarsh Hall for the use of their fantastic facility at our recent annual client event. If you'd like more information about the services we offer, please do get in touch via our website, the details which are provided below. Thank you.